see the dime. The robber came red like a plum. The street like the sun. I got a robber to...
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Paul. The kick to Durant. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by Phoenix. The three from Curry. Okogie pulls down the board. And it's Phoenix's ball. Booker for three. On target from range.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. They double-team Durant. Okogie on the wing. Another three for Phoenix.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helped.
The Curtis blow. Put the load on the knob and it go. Bad, but got nothing to give. I'm a dad in this industry, I got some kids. She wanna fuck me, I know I can see it. Chip for some clap. I had her drop on the up and we slid. I don't be my dog, that's the wig. Make the money 8 ways, I'm a squid. He telling, he yelling, he work with the...
Yeah, word around town. Heard you get around. Get the from round. You ain't in front of town.
Brian Anderson. And joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here's Durant. Okogie pulls down the board.
In 2008, Kevin Durant ran away with the Rookie of the Year award. It wasn't even really close. And still, I'm not sure we realize what an all-time great he'd become.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Back to Paul. From deep. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Turns out that Durant's rookie season was the worst of his career, Richard.
And he was fantastic that year. But within 2 seasons, he'd become the league leader in scoring. His rebounding would improve, and by then we knew we were watching a Hall of Famer.
Offline with a 3. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Now here's Durant. Launches a 3. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Pass to Aiden. Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Oh, got a piece of it. Now here's Durant. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
He gets it in there. 9 points in the game.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends. Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
And so here's Phoenix coming off a Suns make.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Booker for 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Durant with the bucket.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Phoenix calls timeout. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Ross. Back to Payne. It's Ross on the wing. And here's Payne. Craig on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He drops it from range.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Lee. Pass to Biyombo. Outside Payne. Back to Biyombo. And the layup is good off the glass.
Assist goes to.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Craig. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Lee. Craig on the wing. Back to Payne. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
16 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Lee. Oh, sweet move. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
No good with a jumper from the wing.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. Right side Durant. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Booker.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
The 3 from Craig. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, hitting consistent from deep.
Fades away. Here's Okogie. No good from outside. The Suns trailing. Outside Durant. The shot from 20 feet out. That went off the back iron and out.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Paul for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's Phoenix. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. From downtown. Paul can't get it to go. And here are the Suns now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Back to Durant. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title.
Favorite overnight.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Okogie. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Phoenix no good that time either.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Durant's shot is off. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 10-point game. The three-pointer off the mark. 1:56 left to play in the half. Left side Paul. The kick to Durant. For three, Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. Driving to the basket. The shot won't fall. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
How many guys his size can pull up off the dribble and move like that? Durant is the real unicorn.
Phoenix calls timeout. So both teams making some changes here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Payne with it. Picked up by Craig. Outside Ross. There's a screen by Biyombo. Lee on the wing. 6 to shoot. That three's off the mark.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the pass is there waiting for him.
It's Ross on the wing. Lee on the wing. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Here's Craig, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Lee. Off the mark there with a 3. The Suns leading. Left side Craig. Back to Lee. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
From deep three-point range. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Craig. "15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now Payne. And so it's Phoenix earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience. You understand what the other team is going to do. So the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level. Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. So it's Phoenix now. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And Booker puts up a deep 3.
Phoenix foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Booker with it. Pass to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
The deep three from Durant. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton draws the double.
Phoenix foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
That'll be a 5-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Outside Durant. Here's a three from Paul. And Ayton pulls it down. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Now here's Booker. Ayton with a screen. Okogie on the wing. Pulls it. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
5-second inbound violation.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Here's Okogie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns making a switch here. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work, because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
Now here's Durant. Give him 8. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Here's Paul. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. The 3 from Craig. And the Suns miss again.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Now here's Booker. Screen by Durant. Down low. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Booker for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Phoenix. A 12-0 run right now and counting.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Phoenix calls timeout. That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Phoenix ball.
Let me do it and do it.